So I've got a number of Coax switches here I want to have a look at, because I'm not going to use these as Coax switches. I'm actually going to use them as rig switches, okay? Because that'll be the 990, that's going to be the probably a TS2000, the 590 there, and we've got a CB rig to put on, all right? So, but before I did that, I just wanted to have a look inside, because, well, let's do that. Saying that, I can't get the back off. Let's have a look. I just can't get... Is that glue? Oh, jeez. I need a little dingy ding. Hang on. We will use an Allen key. Hopefully I can pop it in one of the screw heads and release it. Jeez, how's it supposed to come apart? Oh, it is slowly. I think there's a bit of glue in here. Ah, done it. Heavens alive, that's what a thick piece of aluminium. Okay, so let's see how this thing works. Alright, I can see it. So I'm on this one at the moment. If I click to this one, we can see that this just comes up and touches that. Can you see that? Doing that one now. Amazing. Okay, there's a fair amount of tension. And these little pads here are to stop the back, I suppose. Alright, so, well, that's how that works. So, in other words, when are they shorted out? Hang on a minute. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to look like this. Okay, fine. So I've selected number 4 and all these are shorted. Alright, well that's nice to know. Let's open one of these cheaper ones and see what that's like. Okay, so that doesn't ground itself, interestingly. Nice switch though. I switched the audio off, but I want to have a look at this because this is the CX201, alright, and that is grounded, so this one will be grounded now, but this one doesn't, you see. So, what is it? It is a CX210, and that's a CX201. Okay, so that's the 10, and that's 210, that's 201. Let's quickly whip the back off this and work out how on earth it's grounding. I mean, I found the design of the 210 quite interesting, but the thing is, these Coax switches are actually quite expensive. I mean, I've just been on the internet, they're, you know, $40, $50, $60, and big ones are up to sort of like £100 dollars. Okay, so this is a big levery thing. Which is why I see. So this is the body, which is shorting on the copper strip here. And as we turn that over, this copper strip doesn't make contact with the center of the SO239 until it is all the way over. So in fact, by leaving it in the middle, half and half, you're grounding both sockets. So that body, I quite like that. Other than the fact that this bearing in the middle is a bit kind of wibbly wobbly, but nice solid contacts. All right, let's put the back on. I've got one more. This is a really old one. I'm interested to know if it's exactly the same as this. Aha, right. before we put this back together, I've realised that this piece here mates with that little bit, so it helps to sort of prop the centre bearing in place. So presumably every few years you could, I can, as I push that together, this control knob is coming out slightly, just it holds it all better. But you could put a dab of oil on that every couple of years, I suppose. Tiny bit of grease. So we're going to do more videos from the Holly farm here. We've got more lighting to put up, better cameras and stuff. So I'm just prototyping what it's like. Wendy's in the corner behind this camera here, and she's had to put, she's quite annoyed actually, because she had to put the radio off while I record. I don't mind the radio being on, but what I don't want is getting a copyright strike because they play some music, but she doesn't listen to music very much. She normally listens to LBC. Alright, last one then. Same design, look. Same design. I quite like that. So if you put these in the middle, that'll short out the centre conductor to the body. Because this piece that moves needs to be in contact with the body, and I noticed when it was pushed down it did make contact when this little piece was on the top. So put it back together and that will short as well, look. And Wendy can have her radio back on. Okay, so that was quite interesting. I also put a meter on the centre conductors on, so that's on the 990. I just put the multimeter across it, and I'm getting like 0.3 ohms, roughly the same as what I'm getting actually on the test leads themselves. So I just wanted to make sure I'm not getting too much loss. I mean, there will be some loss in this, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. The next question is, where do I put it? Sort of put it about here. I'll fit it anyway, and then we'll have a shack tour in the next couple of weeks, and you'll see all this in operation then. And we'll have the CB as well. So if you're into CB, stay tuned, because we've got that President McKinley, is it? And then we'll be able to use that on a DX Commander or something. Because I tell you what, the other thing we've got is the Rat Pack, the remote switch. So that comes with a switch in the shack, and then a 6-way down an 7 or 8 core cable down to the field, and we'll have up to 6 antennas that we can play with here. So this is basically to switch the radios, and then the Rat Pack is there to switch the antennas. So we'll be able to have any of 4 radios on any of up to 6 antennas, something like that. We'll also have a ton of receive antennas as well. This is going to be a great shack. Alright, next video is coming up. But in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.